Hello all. Right, I'm at the Croft Moraig stone circle. It's quite it's difficult to pronounce it, but I will turn the camera around and show you the spelling of it and also the directions on how to get to it. So it's quite easy. It's in part that I lay by. The stone circle is just there, just a stone throw away. Stone throw away. And this place isn't far from Aberfeldy. It's only just about 3 miles west of Aberfeldy. It's on this road here is the A827, and the farm there is just basically behind me there, and the stone circle is just adjacent to it. So, as in coming up here for essential reasons anyway, I'm going to just stop off here for a break, and whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to take a picture and videos of the ancient stone circle for you. Okay, but I'll show you how to get to here, should you want to go. So I'll turn this around and I'll show you the map. Okay. So this is it here, the Croft Moraig stone circle. I'm not great at pronouncing it, but that's the spelling anyway. And it's, as I say, it's just on the A827, so you've got Aberfeldy there. As a point of reference, it's obviously it's in Scotland, for anybody that's watching it anywhere in the world that might not know that. So if you're in Scotland, go to the city, for a point of reference to get to it. If you go to the city of Perth, and then head on to the A9, drive up the A9, heading north, and there's obviously lots of ways you could do it. The way I went, well, I'll show you the straightforward route actually. So yeah, just go on the A9, follow it all the way up till you get to the A8, the A827. Then just drive along the A827, continue along through Aberfeldy, and then you just about 2 or 3 miles on the left, you'll come to the Croft Moraig stone circle. You've got the Croft Moraig farm, and the stone circle is just basically, well, it's more or less right next to the farm. It's on the farm, kind of. If you continue on further, you're heading, you get to Kenmore, and this is Loch Tay. All this area of Scotland's really nice, really, really nice. Loch Tunnel, you got Schiehallion Mountain further up and that, Pitlochry, Dunkeld. You know, it's really beautiful part of Scotland. But that's where I'm at. So what I'll do now is I'll get out and I'll take the videos and photos for you. Okay. Right, so that's us out the car. Just got to show you. It's easy to park at the lay-by. There's a lay-by there. That's the farm entrance. But I don't suppose you would be allowed to go up there. So you just park anybody responsibly. Just, you know, responsibly there at that lay-by. And then I haven't been to them yet, so I'm assuming I'm going to walk up there and access them there. So, as I say, this is the A827. Can't wait, so let's get up there and have a look at that way. Right, I'm going to make my way up. So that's the sign for the farm. That's looking towards Aberfeldy. That where that car's going is towards Aberfeldy. So you'll still see it. There's a sign, but that pointing the other way as well. So you shouldn't be able to miss it. So I'm just going to make my way up to them. Oh, right, I think I could see a gate just up, possibly. Now, I'm sorry if the camera's shaking a wee bit. I said in my other video I dislocated my shoulder, but my elbow rather, I meant to say my shoulder. I didn't, I strained it badly. It could have been slightly dislocated. Not my elbow, my shoulder, my right shoulder. Maybe pulled a muscle, so sorry if the camera's shaking a wee bit, but I'm right-handed, you see, so I've got to just... Anyway, I'm going to try and get myself over there, get a close-up of them. Right, that's us in. I went through one of the gates. It was locked when I got there, or catched, so I opened the gate, went through and then re-catched it. So you just close the gate behind you when you go through them. There's a lot of stones in this one. There's even some further out here as well. It's a complex double stone circle. So if it doesn't come out too clear on this video, I'll take a photograph of it anyway. It just comes out a bit sharper, then you could just pause the video and read it if you want. It's done in 3 phases. Just not coming out as clear on here, but as I say, I'll take a picture. There's something here as well. And another one just under the grass there. So this is pretty complex stone circle, because it was built in 3 phases. There's loads of them. Some of them are quite partially buried. No, I've not done I haven't done much research into those, so the information board should give you some information about these. I always find these things pretty impressive. I mean, they're amazing. It's the mystery behind them that really fascinates me. But also lately, within the last few years, I've experienced the phenomena that's referred to as the Mandela effect. And I'd like to say every time, if you're interested in the phenomenon, the Mandela effect phenomena, do your own research and come to your own conclusions about it. But what I've experienced is something that would be resembled, or something that resembles what's been referred to as the Mandela effect online. Now, regarding these stone circles and ancient stones, I've driven this area before over the years. I've been quite fascinated in these things anyway, but I couldn't believe I could possibly miss all them. It's like they've just sort of appeared. There isn't much information about it. There's no a lot of signs or anything. But that's my experience anyway, and just saying, letting you know that. I mean, there's over 70 of them in Aberdeenshire alone, and there's going to be more than that around Scotland. Now, for me, the main ones were Stonehenge and the one on the Orkney Isles. But now there's just a vast amount of them all of a sudden, an explosion of stone circles all around Scotland, in fact around Britain. And Woodhenge is another one. I've never heard of Woodhenge before until recently, and I was absolutely amazed, shocked to hear that Stonehenge was completely disassembled, an ancient site completely disassembled and then reassembled. I couldn't believe it. Discovered that recently. No, that was never. It was done in the 50s and 60s, and I think again in the early part of the 1900s, or early 20th century. Then it would have been in the 50s. So I think that's looking. I think that's northwest. I've not got a compass with us, but that's the road towards Aberfeldy anyway. So I'm assuming that's sort of like northeast. Quite nice here though. So as I say, it's quite easy to get to. You just park down there, and well, it's not far to go from when you're parked there to get to here. And there's a gate there. As I say, it was you just go through the gate and make sure that if it is closed, first of all, just close it behind you when you're done. So, it's getting impressive, isn't it? There's loads of stones, lots and lots of them. Plenty to see here. Yeah, really good. Well worth a visit. We've walked in like 3 phases and that, so you've got the information board just down there. You could get all the history that's written about it. Yeah, like I said earlier, to me it's quite bizarre. I mean, I've never heard of so many stone circles in Scotland. I mean, I knew there was a few, but it wasn't until like fairly recently that suddenly there's an explosion of stone circles everywhere. It's amazing. But I mean, I was always fascinated in likes of Stonehenge anyway. So I think it's the Ring of Barara, or Ring of something Bora. I can't even pronounce it, forget it. It's on the Isle of the Orkney Isles, the Ring of Bora or something. And there's Skara Brae as well. There's all that. I've been to all these places over the years, and I was aware of them. But I've travelled Scotland over. Well, I've travelled the length and breadth, all corners of Britain, just driving around, and I've done Scotland pretty well over the years. I've been lots of places and several times. And surely, I mean, I know somebody that stays just up that way, Rannoch. So I've driven this area before. And surely I would have known about them stones. You know, it's right off the road. I mean, surely it's like I go hiking as well. The hike coach has driven this, and yet there was nothing really anything of it until fairly recently. I just find that extraordinary. Well, me anyway. So I don't know, but everybody's got their own view on it. But I enjoy travelling to these places. Like I said earlier, I'm on the route to somewhere important anyway. So I'm just stopping here for an essential break. And whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to make it interesting for you as well. So I'm going to round off the video now. That's it for just now. Just stay tuned and see what else I rustle up for you. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye. And back again. What it was is I forgot to point out something. When I first got here, I was filming that sign, and then I walked up the drive to get into the circle, but I wasn't really looking around. I was busy filming, so I failed to notice there's a gate right there. So that's the lay-by, and you've got the gate right there which leads you up to the stones. If I could point that right. It's up there. But I was too busy filming. That's my excuse. And I've noticed the gate. So I mean, I got up there. I went up there. I got in, no bother at all. There was another gate up there. I just, made sure I closed it behind us. It was already closed when I got there, so I just closed it the way it was left. Closed it behind us. So it's easy enough to get to these stone circles from the lay-by. Well. So I thought I'd maybe just let you know that that it's you could just park where I am parked, and that's the gate up to the circles. And it's as I say, if you're heading towards let's look at towards Aberfeldy, but I think there was a sign just saying Croft Moraig Farm, and it's just about 3 miles west of, approximately west of Aberfeldy. It's on the left. So if you're interested and you want to, hopefully you'll be able to find it without too much difficulty. If I could find it, sure you could. Okay, right. Bye for now. And at the Cullerlie Standing Stones, Ancient Stone Circle. It's quite impressive. I haven't been here before, but I've saw it on the Google Maps. I've googled it up basically. Cullerlie Stone Circle. I'll turn it around anyway. I'll turn the camera around and show you how to get here. Certainly from where I came up here from Dundee, and coming up this way in this area for essential reasons anyway. So whilst on the route to where I'm going to just have a break and stop off here at the stone circles and show you the pictures and videos of it for myself as well. So first of all, what I'll do though, when you feel like you want to come up here, I'll give you the directions that I took to get to here from Dundee, and I'll show you where it is on the map, the road map. So it's fairly easy. It's a lay-by here and parked it, and it's just a stone throw up there. I haven't been to them yet, so I'm going to be getting out with the camcorder. Right, I'll get this turned round and I'll show you. Okay. Right, okay, so let's get, I'm on the map now. Yep, the Cullerlie, it's actually marked on my road map. So they're in Scotland, so if you're coming from Dundee, you would just head on to the A90, right? That's really that simple. And I took the scenic route. I went up to the A90 as far as here at the B966. I drove through Edghill, Fettercairn, then I went up the B974, Cairnamount Road. It's a really high point there, and you get some cracking views. Continued up through Bankeray, and then up this A980. And then I turned on to the B977, just followed it up, and then I got on to the B9125, just continued up, and it basically just turned down this road, more or less, and there it is there. Cullerlie Stone Circle. And it's not far from Aberdeen, city of Aberdeen. There's obviously many ways to get to there, but from a reference point, from where I started, you could go right up the A90, and you could, go along the A944 and come down. That's more of a direct route, but I took the scenic route. I'll be going back home with the direct route. It'll be dark at this point. But, if you've got like sat navs or Google Maps, you'll find it without any difficulty, really. So I'll get myself out here now, and we'll get cracking on with the filming and photographing for it. I've never even seen it yet, so let's go. Let's have a look. So it's quite easy to get parked, etc. When it's not busy, and the stones are just basically down there. So I haven't been to them yet, and this is the first time I've set eyes on them. So looking forward to it. Let's have a wee look then. So it's quite near a farm, barns and that. It's like the Aberdeen, the D-side area. It's really nice. It's a nice drive. It was a nice drive up. It's a great part of the country. Right, so it's pretty impressive. It's got the 8 mini circles, stone circles inside the main circle. It's the Bronze Age or something. There was the information board up there. I've took a picture of that as well for you. You can pause that and read it if you want. But it's got like a kind of, you know, it's been trimmed and gravelled and that. You can see that the edges and that have been trimmed. It's been looked after, you know. So, but it's quite amazing. It's just a pretty. I've never heard of it before. Like, you know, just googled them up. There's about 70 of these stone circles in just the Aberdeenshire area alone. There's even a pyramid in Scotland somewhere up in this area. I haven't been to it yet, but I'm hoping to. So really good. Well worth a visit. So you're also surrounded with all the spectacular scenery in the Aberdeenshire Deeside area. It's really scenic up here. So you've got the nearby farm there, just with the cows in it. Right, so it's absolutely freezing. I mean, it's the 12th of April and it was a blue sky. It was really sunny all day basically. It's going on, it's about 6:30 and it's like, it was snowing a wee bit about half an hour ago, just very slightly. It's freezing. Hands are absolutely, oh, but anyway, I just moaning about the cold. But really nice, well worth a visit. So I think that'll do for now anyway. I'll wrap this video up. I'm getting in the car. Well, I'm going to actually hang about for a wee bit yet. I'll just put my gloves on and just enjoy being here for a wee bit. So thanks for watching, and I'll just keep tuned, see what else I put up. Okay, cheers, bye.